From Hollywood, California, where stars make dreams and dreams make stars.
Do you want to see?
You have a new role to play, I hear.
Up for a role?
No. I definitely heard that you have it.
Action.
Damn! This sounds like dialogue from our script.
Cut it. What the bloody hell's going on?
Is this good? Oh, please.
Our producers know the history of this film, and they've taken it on themselves not to pass on that information to us. Purposefully.
Something's wrong. Do you love me?
It's a story that happened yesterday, but I know it's tomorrow.
Don't you remember anything? How it was?
I can't believe it. I'm just so excited to be here. I'm in this dream place.
This one comes highly recommended.
Dream place. What are you doing?
Get out of the car.
Yes. The girl is still missing.
What's wrong?
I just don't know who I am.
I wonder where you were going. Mulholland Drive. Come on, it'll be just like in the movies. We'll pretend to be someone else. Silencio.
This is all an illusion.
You want to know who you are, don't you?
Where's this going?
Mulholland Drive.
It's been a very strange day.
Getting stranger.
Silencio.
When my kids were real little, I used to play a game with them. I'd give each one of them a stick, and I'd say, you break that. Of course, they could, real easy. Then I'd say, tie them sticks in a bundle, try to break that. Of course, they couldn't. Then I'd say, that bundle, that's family. Rose, darling, I've got to go see Lyle.
I'm a Netto, it's Alvin, and he's driving his lawnmower.
What are you setting out to do here? Alvin, you're gonna get blown right off the rope!
How long have you been on the road?
5 weeks.
Haven't you been scared being alone?
Well, ma'am, I fought in the trenches in World War II. Why should I be scared of an Iowa cornfield? Are you running away?
My family hates me.
Well, of course, warm bed and a roof sounds a mite better than eating a hot dog on a stick with an old geezer that's traveling on a lawnmower.
How far'd you come?
From Iowa.
My God, you must be thirsty.
We've met before, haven't we?
I don't think so.
At your house, don't you remember?
No, I don't.
As a matter of fact, I'm there right now.
That's crazy, man.
Call me.
I like that.
I think there's no such thing as a bad coincidence.
I like to remember things my own way, not necessarily the way they happened.
Someone broke in and taped us while we slept.
Is that you? Are both of them you?
We have to get out of here.
Why didn't you tell me anything?
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
If I ever found out somebody was making out with her.
He'll kill us.
October Films invites you to take a trip on David Lynch's Lost Highway.
I told you I was here.
How'd you do that?
Ask me.
And now, intermission. Refreshment time.
I had a girlfriend named Linda Stiles. And one night, and it was about 9:30 or 10, somehow I was in the front lawn of Linda Stiles' house, and I'm meeting this kid, Toby Keeler, who didn't go to Hammond High School. He went to private school. And Toby told me his father was a painter, and that, you know, kind of realization that you could be a painter popped, you know, blew all the wiring, you know, and that's what I wanted to do from that second. So I begged him to take me to his father's studio. And at that time, Bushnell Keeler had a studio in Georgetown. And I only actually saw it once, that next weekend. I went, Toby took me, introduced me to his father, and I saw his studio. And it was the classic studio. I mean, it was so beautiful. Bushnell could really set up a studio. Many areas set up for like drawing and for painting and for different kind of experiments. And it was just what you would call, you know, the art life, you know, right before your eyes.
And so you just stay alert, do your work, don't worry about the world going by. It doesn't mean that you can sit around and not do anything. You've got to get your butt in gear and do it. And don't take no for an answer. Translate those ideas to cinema or to a painting or to whatever. And figure out a way to get it done. Ideas are the number one thing. And if you have some, if you have the first idea, that's the most critical one. And then I say it's like bait in fishing. That idea will, if you focus on it, it'll draw other ideas in. But you don't know. Like fishing, you have to have patience. You don't know how long it'll take. But if you keep focusing on it and wiggle the line a little bit, it'll bring them in.
How interested are you in logic in any traditional sense? Because some of the films do.
No, all of them have a logic. I'm very interested in logic. But there's logic is not like, there's a kind of a, you know, like, it goes toward abstraction. There can be logical things that are abstract. I really love intuition. I love intuition. And to me, what they told me is intuition is the intellect and emotions swimming together. It's like a knowingness. And logic means it feels correct. And it's logical. It's logical, but not in a kind of a, there's degrees of it.
Do you feel that people, when they see films in the movie theatre, are expecting too readily something that's explained away by the ending? Basically come out going, oh, I know what that was about.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And that's very satisfying to know what's going on. But at the same time, I love abstractions. And the power of cinema to tell abstractions is huge. So it's as if people either don't have so much intuition, or they don't trust their intuition, or whatever. And there's a lot of noise in the cinema. And if you're not paying attention, because every little thing is got to be right, and you can kind of, you got to get into that world, and then trust your own intuition. idea comes, and you see it, and you hear it, and you know it.
How does it come?
It comes like on a TV in your mind.
You know, there's a line I've always loved of Leonard Cohen. He said, if I knew where the good songs came from, I would go there more often.
Absolutely. People, we don't do anything without an idea. So they're beautiful gifts. And I always say, you desiring an idea is like a bait on a hook.
Yeah.
It can pull them in. And if you catch an idea that you love, that's a beautiful, beautiful day. And you write that idea down so you won't forget it. And that idea that you caught might just be a fragment of the whole, whatever it is you're working on. But now you have even more bait. Thinking about that small fragment, that little fish, will bring in more. And they'll come in and they'll hook on. And more come in, and pretty soon you might have a script, or a chair, or a painting, or an idea for a painting.
But they come as in small...
More often than not, small fragments. I like to think of it as in the other room, the puzzle is all together, but they keep flipping in just one piece at a time.
In the other room...
Over there.
in a sense, David, there's always another room somewhere.
That's a beautiful thing to think about.
Let's think about it a bit.
No, you think about it.
Believe it or not, Eraserhead is my most spiritual film.
Mm-hmm. Why elaborate on that?
No, I won't. No one sees it.
Tonight, an ABC premiere presentation.
She's dead. Wrapped in plastic.
Look, you guys, please, what did I do? What's going on?
Entering the town of Twin Peaks. FBI.
Right. Something troubling you, Bobby? You want to tell us about it?
Oh, God. You think I killed her?
There it is. Oh, my God, here it is.
Twin Peaks, next.
Sheriff, we got a lot to talk about.
Starting Thursday.
My log saw something that night.
The mystery unfolds.
What did it see? James, you were placed under arrest for suspicion of the murder of Laura Palmer.
Something happened a couple of days ago.
Do your palms ever itch? It's so strange. It's like I'm having the most beautiful dream.
You recognize this necklace?
And the most terrible nightmare all at once.
So beautiful. Would do a thing like that. Twin Peaks at its regular time, Thursday at 9, 8 Central. ABC is starting to look more and more like the network of the 90s.
There's a sort of evil out there. Something very, very strange in these old woods. Call it what you want. A darkness, a presence.
Time magazine calls it the most hauntingly original work ever done for American TV.
Twin Peaks is different. A long way from the world. And that's exactly the way we like it.
Twin Peaks.
Annie M.
Andy M.
I must have been dreaming. It was horrible. We were on Saturdays. Andy, you were there. The log lady was there. And the man from another place was there too.
Saturdays. That is a bad dream.
Oh. Diane, Thursdays at 9, 8 Central. There's no place like home.
If you miss it Sunday, you won't know what everyone's talking about on Monday.
Well, Lucy, what's going on?
Jared decided not to kill himself, and he's changed his will, leaving the towers to Jade instead of Emerald, but Emerald found out about it, and now she's trying to seduce Chet to give
Twin
her the
Peaks,
new will so
Sunday.
she can destroy it.
What's going on here?
Since you are watching us, chances are you watched ABC's program Twin Peaks tonight, and you probably wonder who killed Laura Palmer. It's a whodunit, and sent Tappy Phillips out to real-life detectives to help us find out who done it.
She's dead. Entering the town of Twin Peaks.
It is weird, it is surreal, it is like nothing on primetime television before. It is Twin Peaks, and it has attracted an estimated 30 million devoted viewers who are addicted to the moody lighting, strange characters, and bizarre storyline.
People having affairs, everybody's got a little bit of something in the closet in this show.
The storyline is so complex that even regular viewers sometimes scratch their heads in amazement. It is about FBI agent Dale Cooper, who has come to Twin Peaks to investigate the murder of Laura Palmer. Laura's cousin is lookalike Madeline Ferguson. Also investigating is Sheriff Harry S. Truman, who is romantically linked to mill owner Josie Packard. High on the list of murder suspects is Laura's former boyfriend, Bobby Briggs, who is dealing drugs with truck driver Leo Johnson and is having an affair with Johnson's battered wife, Shelley. Confused? It doesn't matter. It's enough fun just to watch creator David Lynch's fascinating photography and far-out special effects.
I've got good news.
Louis Monaco spent years as a New York City police detective and says he thinks he knows who killed Laura Palmer.
Bobby being Laura's boyfriend, a football player, I think possibly his father might have had something to do with it.
But mystery writer Orania Papazoglu disagrees.
Nobody killed Laura Palmer.
But we saw a body.
Oh, yes, but it wasn't Laura's body. Madeline, the look-alike cousin, all right, is really Laura. That is Madeline's body wrapped in plastic.
Twin Peaks is also shown in Europe, and there the murderer's identity has been revealed. But a different version is shown here in the U.S., and the outcome is considered top secret by Twin Peaks cast and crew. Tappy Phillips, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
We won't know if any of our writers or gumshoes were right till we see the solution of the crime in some future episode of Twin Peaks. So like you, we're going to be watching and asking all along, who killed Laura Palmer?
Don't look at me.
Oh.
I can't even keep the characters straight. I love the show, but...
True love's flame burns so bright. It's love's delight. Oh, once upon a time we danced. Once upon a time we took a chance and fell in love.
How would you describe yourself?
There's nothing. There's no self.
How would you like to be remembered?
Doesn't matter.
What were your dreams as a child?
Nightmares.
In some interviews I've read, you've used this phrase, the eye of the duck scene. What does that mean?
Well, you know, nature can teach us a lot of things. And there's something about, in painting, you're working within a certain shaped canvas. And there's many things that one does intuitively to move the eye. There's repetition of shape, repetition of color. But when you start looking at a duck, you see your eye is moving in a certain way. And you see textures and colors and shapes. And you start wondering about a duck. What it can teach us about, any kind of abstract, painting or proportions or even sequences, scenes. And it always is interesting that the eye is in the perfect place. If you move it to the body, it would get lost. If you move it to the leg or the beak, it's two kind of fast areas competing. Even though the eye is the fastest, it's the little jewel.
Fast meaning what?
Well, there's slow and fast. An empty room is a certain speed, and a person standing there is another speed, and that proportion is can be beautiful. If the room is a 2 and the person is a 7, I think a person is around a 7. Fire and electricity can go up to a 9, for instance, or a really intricately designed, decorative room is pretty disturbing. Sometimes it's too fast, but then if you put something slow in it, it could work beautifully. In a busy room and a person, they fight each other. So,
is this to do with how fast our eye moves to scan it to see what's happening?
It's a relationship thing, I think. Fast and slow areas.
Okay. What is the eye of the duck scene in the straight story?
I haven't thought about it. I have to think about it. I can't just jump in and think, but I believe every film has the eye of the duck scene, but it can fool you, which one it is. It could be the scene we were talking about. I don't know.
What's the eye of the duck scene in Blue Velvet?
I used to know.
Is it the In Dreams song?
It's the eye of the duck. That's the eye of the duck. Yes, yes.
I close my eyes, then I drift away into the magic night. I softly say a silent prayer, like dreamers do. Then I fall asleep to dream my dreams of you. In dreams I walk with you. In dreams I talk to you. In dreams you're mine. All the time we're together.
All right, let's hit the fucking road. We're giving our neighbor a joyride. Let's get on.
And what's the eye of the duck scene in Elephant Man?
I used to know.
Is it the scene when he goes to the theater near the end?
No. I think, strangely, the eye of the duck scene is the ending.
You gonna try to do a close-up on Candy still? Or do you need it? If you want to cut the time down, I'll let you know.
What is this with everybody?
No.
What is it? Really?
only me. It's
Why?
my fault.
I'm serious. Fucking A, man. It drives me nuts. Who gives a fucking shit how long a scene is?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the show. Once again, thank you for coming to our theater tonight. Have an enjoyable evening. The refreshment stand will remain open for a short time. Still plenty of time to get a snack or cold drink. We'll make an announcement before the stand closes to give you plenty of time to get that last-minute treat.
Can I talk to Lula?
You are not gonna see him ever.
I'd go the far end of the world for you, baby.
A man can't ask for more than that.
You move me, Sale. You really do.
You want me to shoot Sailor in the brains with a gun?
Uh-oh. I didn't have much parental guidance.
Baby, you better run me back to the hotel. You got me hotter than Georgia asphalt.
This whole world's wild at heart and weird on top.
From the mind of David Lynch comes a modern-day masterpiece, so startling, so provocative, so mysterious, that it will open your eyes to a world you have never seen before.
She wore blue velvet, but in my heart there'll always be precious and warm a memory through the years, and I still can see blue velvet.
Hey, neighbor. Here I come. You got about 1 second to live, buddy.
Through my tears.
A beginning is a very delicate time. Know then that it is the year 10,191. In this time, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice exists on only one planet in the entire universe. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune.
You are about to enter a world where the unexpected.
Many dangers exist on Arrakis.
The unknown.
An incredible secret has been kept on this planet.
And the unbelievable meet.
I see 2 great houses feuding.
Where kingdoms are built on earth that moves.
We have wormside the likes of which even God has never seen.
And skies are filled with fire.
The prophecy which will cleanse the universe and bring us out of darkness.
Where a young warrior is called upon to free his people. A world that holds creation's greatest treasure.
He who controls the spice controls the universe.
And greatest terrors. A world where the mighty.
This is genocide. The deliberate and systematic destruction of all life on Arrakis.
The mad.
I will kill him!
I will love you forever.
And the magical.
Father, the sleeper has awakened!
Will have their final battle.
Long live the fighters! Do not show the slightest pity or mercy! Emperor, we come for you!
Dune, a spectacular journey through the wonders of space and the mysteries of time. From the boundaries of the incredible to the borders of the impossible. Now, Frank Herbert's widely read, talked about, and cherished masterpiece comes to the screen. Dino De Laurentiis presents Dune, a world beyond your experience, beyond your imagination.
Life
is full of surprises. Ladies and gentlemen, the terrible elephant man.
At first, you will want to turn away from him. Then, you may find him a silent, unresisting target for your ridicule.
Stand up.
Stand up! Turn around! Mister, why is your head so big, mister?
But if you come to know him,
Have you always been the way you are now?
You will begin to see beyond the perversion of his form.
Are you in any pain? Are your parents still alive? Your father, your mother?
And discover the beauty in the beast.
He is English. He is 21. His name is John Merrick. At no time have I met with such a perverted or degraded version of a human being as this man.
Am I to assume then that he is ultimately incurable?
Yes, sir.
This hospital doesn't accept incurables. The
Freak hunting. This is monstrous.
If you ask my opinion, he's only being stared at all over again.
People pay money to see your monster, Mr. Treves. I'll collect it. Yell, monster, yell that! Freak!
What was it all for? Why did I do it?
And perhaps for the first time, you will understand the true meaning of courage and human dignity.
I am not an animal. I am a human being.
You're not an elephant man at all. You're Romeo.
Anthony Hopkins, Anne Bancroft, Sir John Gielgud, Wendy Hiller, and John Hurt as the Elephant Man. Coming from Paramount Pictures.
Hello. We're all very happy to be here tonight. First of all, I'd like to introduce my boys. This is Chucko, and this is Buster, and this is Pete. I'm David Lynch, and this is Bob, and this is Dan. And we just wanted to get together and thank all of the people that have supported Eraserhead through the years, and particularly thank the New Art Theater for its support. The New Art was one of the first theaters to ever show Eraserhead. Also, the boys wanted me to wish you peace and happiness. And these guys aren't just a bunch of goofballs. They know that there's plenty of suffering in the world, and they spent many years with little iron hooks in their backs up on Sunset Boulevard. And but they tell me that there's this all-pervading happiness underneath everything. And the more time I spend with them, the more I believe it. And so we wish you peace and happiness, and long live Eraserhead. Thanks a million.
I'm wearing dark glasses today because I'm seeing the future and it's looking very bright. Everyone, have a great day.